Today we're focusing on mallets, on rational funk. We haven't talked a lot about the old mallets, the old gray hairs. Look at these old barristers from jolly old England here. The colonists... Wait, that was... I'll say this one... No, that was very Cockney. How would like a royal blood, Windsor's, Kensington, up on Kensington Row, whatever they call it. I do say... No, lovely chap, Dave King and Joe Johnson. I say we allow them. You know what? It's not good what I'm doing right now. This is more like a founding fathers type vibe. Hey, let's sign that into a bill so I can go rape my slaves. All right, America. I'm signing things into a bill. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. What the fuck? I've come back here. This is this situation, man. Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future goes back and watches some of the Declaration of Independence shit. That's what I like to have fun when I play the drums. I think about fun things when I play with my mallets. Gotta go back in time. Here he comes. Dr. Brown. Hey, Arnie! I mean, if you're Christopher Lloyd, you can't act in any other way other than... Ah! Every aspect of Christopher Lloyd from the get-go has been like... No! Ah! I want to fucking write a film where Christopher Lloyd is like, his pulse never gets up over like 80 and he's just like this the whole time. He's like a Buddhist monk. Yeah, old school Hollywood. Cast a fucking old white guy to play an Asian, like, spiritual leader. And it's Christopher Lloyd. And then the first day of filming, Christopher Lloyd's like this. He's just like, okay, resist the urge. Resist the urge. For all you young listeners out there, what young watchers of Christopher Lloyd, I don't know. Christopher Lloyd's a hell of an actor. But, I mean... He's got kind of the same range that Lars Ulrich does. Okay, Christopher Lloyd. I've got my mallets out. What am I thinking about when I don't want to be thinking about like, oh. I don't want to be thinking about the sensitive nature of mallet playing and like the texture, the color aspects, the end of a ballad in jazz. I use mallets a lot. I love it. I tend not to do the sort of gong thing because I feel that leads you into this sort of like, oh, I'm attempting some sort of appropriation of some sort of, Chinese gong appropriation or something. Instead, I kind of like, I might roll on them, choke them. I don't do like that. But anyway, the point is, I'm not sitting here thinking about how serious the fucking business of mallets is. I want to lighten the load. Sometimes I play really serious music, or most of the time, and serious as in it's like, it involves more than just your technical agenda. It involves your presence and your spirit. And so it's sort of like, okay, well, how can I every now and again bring levity to the situation? Well, I came up with an idea. I always think about whether that Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, Doc Brown, because of the hair, came back in time to witness like an important discussion on the floor of the House when the U.S. was being formed. Important how they were divvying up the land between 8 old white men. And it was like, I don't know, a sixth of the land of the entire world. Between like 8 families. It's fair. So here it goes. Ready? Here's the discussion. I pull them out. And again, it's Dr. Brown, so it's got to be a little. Wait, I want to revisit real quick that you've booked Christopher Lloyd, right, Joe, to play the spiritual leader, and so he's just like sitting there like the first day on the set. And then they're like, okay, now you're basically gonna say, everyone. We all need to meditate on the idea of nonviolent resistance and transcendental, peaceful activism. Okay? Okay. No, that's not what we want, Chris. You're great, but we want you to tone it down. We want you to dial it back. And this is our method acting thing we talked about before. How does he do it? He probably spent weeks preparing, meditating. Christopher Lloyd as the Dalai Lama from the 12th century, who I don't know his name, oddly. Ready? Roll it. Ah! All right, ready, Joe? Here we go. Heavy music. Someone's wailing. Someone's really playing some shit on a soprano saxophone right now. Arco bass. Seesaw. I'm thinking to myself, I went back in time. I will take the entire Southeast and create the Trail of Tears. What? Who is this? Arnie! Get back here! Put this man in the stockade and throw in the Louisiana Purchase as well.